It was frosty winter days, and snow was falling. Me and my daughter Emma were coming back from school. Emma told me she got an assignment for Mother's Day. She was really missing her mother. I lost my wife 2 years back in a car accident. The main road, which is not far from our house, was blocked due to heavy snow falling, so we took another road, which was passing through a forest. Suddenly, swamp deer appear in front of our car, and I tried to stop the car, but the road was very slippery because of snow and rain, so our car hit a tree. I heard Emma's crying. When I opened my eyes, my head was bleeding, and look at her, she injured, and I was unable to move, and I fainted. After a while, some locals came and helped me, took me to hospital. I became conscious after 3 days of my accident. There was bandage on my head. I asked doctor about Emma. Where is she? He said it was only you. I was in shock and terrified. Where would Emma be? I said I have to go find my daughter. Doctor said, you bleed too much, you can't go now, your body is weak. I asked them who brought me here. The nurse said there were some locals, and I insisted, doctor, to discharge me today. As soon as I got out of the hospital, I went to the forest in search of the locals. There was a guy who helped me, recognized me. I asked him about Emma. He said there was only you in the car. I requested him to take to the place where I had an accident. When we reached there, I start to look for Emma, and she was nowhere. The local guy said not to go far in the forest, but I continued the search. As I go far, I found Emma footprints. I followed them. As I was going in, the forest became more creepier and scary, but I continued following the footprints, and I saw ruins of a house. And I go there. There was silence. I can hear my own breath and darkness. I can barely see anything. Suddenly, I saw a blinking light coming from the basement. I was terrified, but I go further and see there was a child sitting in one corner of the basement. When I go near, it was Emma. I was very happy to see her. Her clothes were very dirty. When I went near her to take, a large black shadow appeared and pushed me back. Then again the shadow was coming towards me. Emma screamed, stop, it's my father, don't hurt him. And the shadow started to cry. Emma got near the shadow. Shadow whispers to Emma not to go. Emma insisted to go with me. Emma whispers something to the shadow. Then shadow disappears, and I took Emma from that place and took her home. After we came home, I took her to her room and came downstairs in my room to fresh up and ordered Emma favorite pizza and turn on TV. When I go check on Emma, I heard her laughing. When I opened the door, there was no one in the room except Emma. I asked Emma what happened to her after our accident. She said that you were unconscious, and I came out of car, screamed for help. My leg was hurt, but I go further in the forest for help, and after a while I fall and feeling dizzy. Suddenly I feel as someone is taking in the air and took me to that house basement, took care of me and feed me, keep me warm. I asked her, weren't you afraid of that shadow? She said, no, why would be I afraid? She is my mama. Suddenly the doorbell rang.